So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Stroud in the air to start us off. Into the hands of Schultz. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Trey Greenlaw picks it off. And forget the interception. He makes this a Big Six touchdown. So on our opening drive, Brock, we've got a big defensive highlight already as the Pick Six starts off our scoring.
This is a defense who isn't hiding how they're approaching this game. They want to be disruptive. They aren't afraid to be aggressive. Can be a risky mentality to have. Boy, can it set a tone early.
Oh, and it's no good. So an early hiccup after the touchdown as the score will stay at 6-zip. So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Diamador Lenore there on the stop. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. From the gun, Stroud. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
4th and 3, drive on the line. On play action, here's Stroud. That's cut beyond the marker. That'll be the 1st and more. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And they take him down, but he's able to get this inside the red zone. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Stroud off the play fake. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Mixon. Will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and
So at the end of 1, a defensive touchdown has provided us our only points so far. Our score, 6-0. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. Time for our second quarter. The Texans with a chance to score. A give to Mixon up the middle. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Only a yard on the pickup. That leaves him with 3rd and goal at the 6. Shotgun now for Stroud. He's got it! And in for the Houston touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football fields. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans take the lead on that successful kick. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Purdy throwing here to start. Reeled in by George Kittle. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught, as he's Al Shire that time on the tackle. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Play action now with Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Purdy setting up that play action. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
He's got it to his running back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown. 1st and goal coming up. McCaffrey has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. McCaffrey trying to punch it in. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The 49ers get some late points and the lead. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown! No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
14, Texans 7.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is picked up by the 49ers! Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They toss to McCaffrey, running left. And he's stopped out at the 16 after a small gain. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Got a man. McCaffrey has it. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 3rd and just 2 to go. Purdy gets this from the pistol. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Purdy to throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. He has the San Francisco touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
On is Moody for the extra point. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Here's Stroud. Cut by Diggs. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Brought down by Fred Warner.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Chooses to bring this one out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. They're out and set. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
On the counter, McCaffrey. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Jalen Petrie there on the stop. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1. Purdy looking to throw. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jimmy Ward has it. And the Texans will have it right at the opposing 30 after the interception, and that return on top of it. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
It's Mixon on second down. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be third down. Takes the handoff, now to throw. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal. Motion man sent left. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. Touchdown, Houston! All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So now the Texans decide not to pull the offense. They're not kicking. They're going for 2. He's throwing for it. And it's hauled in inside the end zone for 2. That trims the lead just a little bit. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. George Kittle, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. Just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. It's a 21-yard gain. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And the Texans will get possession up towards midfield as they take the interception up beyond the 40.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Schultz with the catch. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. So we're through 3 here. The Texans having to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard.
Texans 15.
First down, ball at the 36. Back to throw, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him down right along the 30.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
This is one of those cases, Kate, where basketball and football blend together. You know, great zone defenses in basketball, you think about them through the years, they trust one another. They know where they are as defenders on that court. Same thing in coverage. When you trust one another, when you communicate, good things happen. Just like that, you suffocate a pocket because there's nowhere for the quarterback to go.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Texans come through to tie it in the 4th. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
And he comes through on the kick to give him the lead here in the 4th quarter. Samuel now to return it. And they'll be happy about where they're about to take the field. He's up to the 35 on the return.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level. They want this opportunity. They want their chance. But they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. What a clutch play late. He intercepts it. Oh, man, Brock, somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
Now, before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half. On the ground again with Mixon. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans holding just a 1-point advantage. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Back to throw it. He has the first over the middle. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. A handoff for Mixon, running right. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. And it's 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He brings it in. And he drives this forward to the 6. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with first and goal.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. The 49ers will call their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Second chance at 6 here. It's second and goal. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now it'll be third and goal.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Back to throw. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown. If you're going to complete that one successfully...